I feel like there's two inner battles going on. We've got the biological side and then we got the inner dialogue. And sometimes they get together and they just try to stop you from losing weight. And that's what I want to talk about today. I don't want to get too much into the biological side of it because I'll leave that for the sciencey people. But I will touch on it just a little bit because I want to put it in context with this inner dialogue. Now, I could be wrong because I'm not a psychologist or an expert, but I'm just going to relay my personal experience. And also, this is a really kind of vulnerable time in my weight loss journey because I am approaching that point where I tend to sway and I tend to get comfortable and not want to continue. And I haven't been able to get past this point in a while, even though I have all the tools and knowledge. I know what works for me, but sometimes it stops me. And I'm gonna have to cross this hurdle very soon. And I just want to share this with you because you're all following along my weight loss journey, part 2. If we count all the history of times that I've tried to lose weight, I can't even count. I've lost count, but we can just say this is like part 100. What I'm talking about is there's that part of us, our human nature is, it knows that fat is a good thing to have on your body. We need some fat, right? Especially women, we need some fat for our hormones. It's an organ. It's supportive. And it's also like a bank account, a savings account. When we start shedding that fat, it's like going to your savings account and just getting it all out and just throwing it around. That's, I think, how our body sees it. Our body's like,
hey, what are you doing?
We need that.
We need that savings for a rainy day. What are you doing?
It also drives our desire to eat very calorically dense food. Calorically dense food. Anything that is quick and easy. Fast food, cheap food, all that stuff that's been engineered to be hyper palatable. Chips, chocolate, cakes, pies, whatever floats your boat. All the stuff that we've probably enjoyed for a majority of our life. I was a junk foodie pretty much my whole life, and not having junk food is something I have to constantly fight back on. I shouldn't say constantly. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not. The more whole plant foods that I eat and, I'm satisfying myself with potatoes, and wow, satisfying myself sounded kind of... Okay, let's not go there. But if I'm eating an abundance of whole plant foods, it drowns that out. But it still comes up every now and then when I'm feeling emotional or stressed. I want that comfort and it comes up. So that, I feel like, is our biological side. And then we have this other side, which I think is the internal dialogue. Like I said, they kind of work together sometimes and they form a little army.
Get the troops together. Now it's happening again. What? It's happening again? It's like I said, get the troops together. Prepare!
They don't want me to get past 160. They don't like it. This internal dialogue likes to tell me things. Oh, well, look at you. You lost 100 pounds. Now, we don't want to go losing any more, though. So that's going to take a lot of effort. And honey, I get harder to fight the closer you get to your goal weight. You don't actually think you deserve a lean, fit body, do you? Come on, why do you even need it anyway? You're in your 40s. I mean, we lost the chance at a bikini body like 20 years ago, let's face it. It's the voice that tells me that you don't deserve to have a slim, healthy, lean body. And why do you even need it anyway? Why even bother? You should have done this in your 20s if you really wanted to look and feel your best. Sometimes when I'm really wanting the junk food, the biological side is saying,
hey, that chocolate looks so good right now. I think you should have some. Oh, there's some chips in the cupboard. You need some chips in your life right now. Oh, peanut butter toast.
I'm honestly kind of scared what's going to happen in the next couple months because When I got down to 160 pounds in 2018, I actually lost a few more. I went on that vegan cruise, so I think I got down to 155, but I don't really count that because that didn't stay very long. I had some stresses that year, and I think I just kind of just started getting off track because of that, just a little bit. And yeah, I mean, life happens. We get stresses, stuff happens. So I only gained maybe like 5 to 10 pounds that year, and then my husband and I went on our van trip and it's like stress just hit the fan. We had some fun, but it was also very, very stressful for me. It was just so out of my element, and we had a lot of things go wrong, so I just had a really hard time with it. But we had this new freedom, and then coming back to regular life, living in a house with my parents, it was just really stressful, and I just went into a real depressive state after that. And that's, I mean, between the van trip and not always eating well, got into eating chips and things like that, and then coming home to being depressed and sedentary, just that's where it all, you know, I gained about 25 pounds. Let's see. Yeah, approximately. I got comfortable, and I didn't feel like I had the drive in me anymore to keep pushing, to keep fighting for this weight loss journey. And I don't want that to happen again. So I'm sort of preparing myself for this, and I don't even have the answers how to get through it. But I've had some people ask me, how did you get yourself to a place where you're ready to get back on track? And all I can say to that is sometimes you have to go backwards a little bit before you can go forwards. And I certainly got a taste of that, because my health was declining, my energy was declining, my mood was declining, I was depressed, and I was just feeling really horrible right up until the end of 2019. And I just said, enough's enough. Like, I can't do this. I can't sit here and feel like this. This is not who I want to be. And I made the decision, and that's really important here, is the decision to pick up the pieces and move on and get going on this weight loss journey again, because I just want to complete it. I want to cross that finish line, even though I know it's never finished, but I want to cross that finish line and keep going, you know? Like, the finish line will be like, yeah, I achieved a lean body. And then the next marathon after that is keeping it that way, right? I'm aware of that, but I am ready to do that. I'm ready to do that now. But like I said, I am worried that I'm gonna get comfortable, and I'm not gonna wanna push a little harder, because I know the closer you get to your goal size, like to a lean body weight, from what I hear from others, because I haven't really been super close before, but I know the closer you get, the harder it is, and the more patient you have to be. So that's where I'm at now. I just thought I'd share that with you, because it is kind of a vulnerable thing for me, and it is something that's on my mind, and I don't have the answers on how to get through this part and how to kind of shut these voices up, but I feel like the place that you look first, and I feel like the answer is right here. Oh God, I'm gonna make myself tear up. Don't tear up. We're doing a YouTubes. Wow, that's powerful. Okay, I don't want to cry, but I need water. Half the water went down my face, but okay. When it comes to self-worth and worthiness and believing in yourself, it's all here. And it doesn't have to be complicated. And try to look to that every day. Right now, more than ever, it is most important for me to get back to really centering in to the heart space and getting on my own side and reminding myself that I'm worthy of this. Because yeah, it's hard to drown out these little guys. I mean, they're always gonna be there. So you have to find a way to just sort of navigate them. So I'm putting my ship sail up, the ship of love. We're gonna navigate choppy waters of all these things that are fighting me to continue on my weight loss journey, and we're gonna win this together. Join me in the battle of the biological voice and the internal dialogue, because let's do this thing. All right, I'm gonna shut up now. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and if you're not, that's okay. Just put on some Netflix and cuddle up into a blanket and have a better day tomorrow.